of discussions. So as I have already told you that in future also we will be discussing the issues first in one lecture, and we'll have interactive session in the next lecture, followed by your queries, followed by your observations on various topics. So today's discussion will be interactive session on copyright at 1957. So whatever we discussed in the last lecture today, that we will be discussed in detail. So first of all, I will be discussing with you the features of the copyright. So first feature, as I have already discussed with you, is that copyright is an intangible property. Now my question to Akshit, how it is intangible property? This copyright is an intangible property. How this is intangible property? You can on your video, Akshit.
सर इंटेंजिबल ये क्योंकि हम इसको टच नहीं कर सकते, सिर्फ हम इसके राइट्स को यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं.
We can utilize its rights. We can protect ourselves from the infringement of our rights if anybody make infringement of our rights relating to the copyrights. So this is an intangible property. Now my question to you another is whether it is idea which is expressed idea which is protected, or simple idea which is protected. Whether it is an idea only which is protected, or expressed idea which is protected. Idea here means something is in your mind. Something is in your mind, but you have not expressed it somewhere in the form of writing. You just discuss with somebody. Suppose two friends were sitting together. Okay, two friends were sitting together and they were discussing on some idea. That idea is floated in the minds of both of the people. One person expressed his idea, another shared it. Okay, but another person, second person who was listening to that idea, he expressed it and write a book on that. Whether first person can say that it was my idea, so which is copied by other, so I have the copyright of it. Which is true? Idea is copyrighted or expressed idea is copyrighted?
सर expressed idea is
copyrighted. So it is always there. So please note all the people. It is the expressed idea which is copyrighted, not idea alone. Idea is in your mind, stored in the mind, which is not expressed. But once it is expressed, it is in the form of material item. Material item means it is printed in the book, it is written in the copy, it has been publicized, then it will be copyrighted. Otherwise, simple, if you have the idea in your mind, that is not going to give you any kind of protection. Next question to Sahil is whether it requires the originality of the work for copyright protection, or anybody can publish a book and get it protected.
सर ओरिजिनलिटी डिपेंड करती है. अगर बुक लाइक आपने बताया था कि अगर गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन या किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए काम कर रहे कोई राइट लाइक एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, पब्लिशिंग कंपनी है, तो वो अपने राइटर्स उसके एम्प्लॉयज होते हैं. कई बार तो कई राइटर्स रॉयल्टी लेते हैं, बट कई राइटर्स हायर किए होते हैं, वो रॉयल्टी नहीं लेते, वो फिक्स सैलरी लेते, तो वो कॉपीराइट उसका ओरिजिनली कंपनी के पास आएगा अगर वो एम्प्लॉइज है.
It is the originality of the work which is copyrighted. If it is not your work and you have just compiled from somewhere else which is already in place, all the things which are already in place in the public domain, you don't have the copyright of it. You will be having a copyright of only that thing which is original, and it is your creation, not created by somebody else. So this is the thing which we must keep in mind while discussing about it. Now, the copyright is exclusive right. What do you say about it? Copyright is exclusive right. Mansi. It is exclusive right. What do you mean by that? On your video. Yes, Mansi. When I say copyright is exclusive right. So exclusive right here means that the person who has created the expressed idea, brought it in the material form, the right is available to that person only. It is exclusively vested with it. If he shared that expressed idea and right with others because of some license given to other person or some agreement or contract, then it will be the right of the others. Otherwise, it is the exclusive right of the person who has created, expressed this idea. So next thing is ki, whether it is a moral right or a legal right. Whether it is a moral right or a legal right.
Legal right.
It is both. It is both moral right as well as legal right. Moral right because it is not necessary that you get it registered under the Copyright Act. But if somebody extorted your ideas and expressed in another way by your name, it is going to affect your identity. So it is going to affect your morality also. It is going to affect your reputation also. So therefore, it is moral right. Secondly, it is a legal right also. It is you who enjoy this property. It is you who can extend to other person to use this right. So it is given by virtue of law also, and it is given by virtue of your moral right also. So it is both, not only moral right but legal right also. Next, if I say that copyright is a single right, is it true or it is a bundle of right? It is one right or bundle of right? It is both. The copyright is bundle of right. There are number of benefits and rights which are given to you under the Copyright Act 1957. You can sue to others. You can protect yourself from the infringement. You have the moral right. You have the right to get compensation. You have the right to estoppel also. The law of agreement all of you have studied, because when a copyright give you a right and if you extend the license to others, it becomes an agreement. So when it becomes an agreement, then you enjoy the bundle of rights. So it's not a single right but bundle of rights. This is one another thing which we must discuss. Now, copyright protects which kind of property? I discussed on that day also. There are various kind of things which are covered under the copyright. Yes, Sahil, what are those? One was literary items.
So literary items.
Can you
and,
give an examples?
Sir, like music composition of a person or
Music
painting.
composition is one. Chalo, music composition is one. Secondly, if you
So
have written some
painting.
book, some novel, all these things
Yes,
are
sir.
covered.
Or sir,
Apart from
some
that,
sir paintings,
paintings, yes. Another
and sir some kind of image or logo that is
images, logos. But if
created by
images
yourself.
and logos are covered under trademark, then उत्थे फिर Copyright Act will not be applicable.
हाँ जी.
ठीक है? So
Exceptions.
similarly, computer programs,
Yes, sir.
softwares,
So apps.
digital codes, apps, all these are having copyrights unless these are protected with some other laws. Suppose if
Yes.
you have developed some digital code and you have got it patented, then it will be covered under Patent Act. So it is your choice. You
The
want to get it?
technology also.
Yes,
Technology also.
technology. If it is covered under Information Technology Act 2000, then it will not be. You have a choice. If you want to get it covered under Copyright Act, if it comes under the definition of the Copyright Act, you can get protection out of that. But if some certain special things are there, like technology, then it will be covered under the Information Technology Act. If some logos, signs are there, if you say, if it is covered under the trademarks, then it will be covered under the Trademark Act. So you have to see ki what kind of this property is, and according to that you can get protection in it. So in India, Copyright Act 1957 provides legal protection only to certain particular kind of works, which include literary, which include dramatic, which include musical or artistic work or cinematographic film or a sound recording. These are all covered. These are the original things which were covered under the Copyright Act 1957. But time to time, various amendments takes place. Computer programs are covered under now this. So some digital descriptions which you have created because of your creation of your mind, that is also covered under the Copyright Act 1957. Now, earlier it was not covered under this. And according to the trade-related intellectual property rights, TRIPS and GATT provisions, we have amended all these laws to get it protected under the Copyright Act 1957. So these are the things which are covered. Next question is whether it is inheritable or transferable. Like other properties, for example, like building is there. If your father has purchased the building, then after that, father dies, his son will be inheriting that property. But if father has written certain books, after his death, who will receive the royalty on that? The legal heirs. So it is inherited property. It may be inherited property also. So it is a transferable property also. Like building, you can transfer to anybody. Like any other movable property, you can transfer to anybody. This property can also be transferred to another person. For example, you can sell it. Suppose you go to the publisher that this is my book, and now I want to give you the whole right of publishing, and after that I will not be challenging your right. So you give me compensation for that. So this is a transferable right also. So like other property, this can also be transferred. Then next question, if I say that it is an automatic right, what do you mean by that automatic? Tanya, what do you mean by automatic right? Unmute Tanya. Tanya is not there. What is automatic right? As I said yesterday also, there is no need to...
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. When I say it is automatic right, what do you mean by that?
So automatic right means कि हम रजिस्टर करवा लेते हैं शायद कॉपीराइट को तो
रजिस्टर करवाने की तो जरूरत ही नहीं. It is not compulsory under the law to get it. And the moment you express your idea in the material form, automatically you got protection.
Yes.
Copyright Act. It is not necessary to get it registered under the Copyright Act 19. So it is automatic right. If I say this right is also negative in nature, this right is negative in nature, Renu. How can we say that this right is negative in nature? How will you define negativity? Negativity means it prohibits other person to violate your right. It prohibits other person to publish the ideas which are expressed by you in material forms. So in this way, it is a negative also. From your point of view, it is positive, but from other points of view, it stops the other person. So this right is negative in nature also. How this Copyright Act promote creativity? How this Copyright Act promote creativity? How this Copyright Act promote creativity? If the Copyright Act is not there, if no law is there to stop infringement, then everybody will publish the book written by you on his own. There will be no encouragement to the person who has originally written this book, or there will be no encouragement to the other people to write in future also, because nobody is going to be there to protecting your right. So it motivates the creativity. Creative things will come into picture only when there is a law to protect it. If you have painted a very good picture and you just click it and post it on the Facebook, and immediately some printer got this idea and start publishing it and selling it in the market and don't give anything to you in the form of compensation, then next time there will be no encouragement to the original painter to paint these kind of pictures with more creativity. So it encourages if you are, this law provides you the compensation for publishing your work from others. So it means it is going to give you some kind of boost to the creativity. So that is very much important in this law. So let me one thing more clear. I use the term that it is the expressed idea in the material form, which is covered under the Copyright Act. If it is idea in your mind only, then nobody is going to give you the protection. So we have one very important case which is decided in the Supreme Court, and in that case, R.G. Anand versus Deluxe Films. There was a case in the name of R.G. Anand versus Deluxe Films, and it was in this film, plaintiff was the author of a play called Hum Hindustani. In 1954, the defendant Mohan Sehgal sent a letter to the plaintiff expressing his desire to make a movie based on that play. The plaintiff and defendant meet and discuss the entire play. The defendant did not commit anything, but plaintiff later came to know that the defendant released the movie titled New Delhi. And after watching the movie, the plaintiff was of the opinion that this movie is based on the story of his play. So he filed a suit in the Supreme Court against the defendant for permanent injunction and damages. He said that this is my play, this was my idea, and on the basis of my idea, which I discussed with Mohan Sehgal, and Mohan Sehgal created a movie, New Delhi. So therefore, it is an infringement of his copyright, and therefore permanent injunction, that means stay on the movie should be there, and he should be given some compensation in the form of damages by Mohan Sehgal. Supreme Court held that the movie cannot be considered to be infringement of the script of the play, because idea behind both the story were the same, but the manner in which it was expressed was vastly different from each other. So it cannot be held copyright infringement. So this is very important case to distinguish whether idea is copyrighted or expressed idea is copyrighted. So idea once expressed in the material form, only that can be copyrighted. If you have some idea, you share some story with you, with some of your friends, but do not bring it into the material form, and your friend, after listening your story, created his new story after on the premise of your story, and then produced a film, you cannot stop him, you cannot claim damages, because the idea was not expressed in the material form. So the idea which Mohan Sehgal expressed in the new form was entirely different from the idea of R.G. Anand. So therefore, this kind of differentiation we can have with the expressed ideas as well as the ideas which are only in the mind. So these are the differences, these are the certain features of the Copyright Act 1957, which give you various kinds of benefits, which explain how these rights can be protected. So I told to all of you to visit the website of Copyright Act. How many of you has visited? I asked many of you to visit the website of Copyright Act. How many of you has visited? Yes, Samandeep, you visited?
Yes sir.
What do you find out of that?
सर बस वही था कि रजिस्ट्रेशन करके मैंने थोड़ा सा देखा था और वेबसाइट चेक की थी.
Registration for form dekha, you observe the form of the registration.
Yes sir.
What do you find out of that?
सिर्फ फॉर्म था कि बस फॉर्म भरना है, फिर
What
उसके
were
बाद
the columns,
एक
what were the columns of the registration form? Registration form, they can you spell out the website of the Copyright Act?
सर http colon
Double T.
http:/copyright.gov.in.
Just hold on. HTTP then slash
हाँ जी,
colon
copyright
copyright
.gov.in.
.gov.in. Okay. So we will see this website now on this portal also here in our lecture also. Let me share with you the screen. Is it visible to you? Can you see the next
Yes, sir.
screen? Can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the website of the copyright, in which various kinds of, if you go on home, let's go on the home page. Yes. This is their home page, in which various icons were given. For example, about us main, introduction about the Copyright Act 1957, Copyright Office. These are two things. Address is also given on that. Then who is who? From here you can know the name and designation of the registrar, deputy registrar. These are the present persons, their email addresses, their telephone numbers. Then after that you have the policy and program. Yani, here you can see the national IPR policy. So intellectual property rights policy is given. All of you must download. All of you must download this and keep it with you, because various things will be visible from this. Similarly, brief implementation of the national IPR policy is given on this. Similarly, copyright rules 2013 are prescribed here. You can view all these things. Similarly, the achievements which has been made, achievements by the office of the this copyright, Department of Promotion of Industry and International Trade has been given. You can see this. These. Similarly, they have expressed the news and updates, various things regularly which are coming in the copyright, that is also explained here. RTI, you can seek information under the RTI from it. And you can see here the icon download. In download, we have the forms. If you click on the forms, here first it will give you application form for registration of the copyright, that is form 14 that we discussed on that day. Similarly, we have application form for registration of changes in the particular copyright. So if you have already copyrighted, but after that you made certain changes, then form 15 is there, that is explained here. Application form for the relinquishment of the copyright. If you want to leave the copyright, relinquishment form 1 is there. Similarly, pro forma for discrepancy letter. If some discrepancy is there, you can get it corrected through this form. So these are the forms which are given on the website. Similarly, you have the certain documents which are uploaded. For example, if you click on the document, you will find Copyright Act 1957, Copyright Rules 2013, and various forms. Then Copyright Handbook, International Copyright Order 1999, and Scheme of Grant in Aid, which is available under this. So all these forms are available. Similarly, some older documents, if you want to see regarding the copyright, they are given in the archives. If you click it, so there are various older documents which they have uploaded on their website. They have shown it. Similarly, on the left hand side, online services are prescribed. For example, if you want to fill the e-filing of the application, online if you want to fill, first they have given instruction for filing copyright registration online. Then these are the instruction you must fill. Then after that you have to register. User ID is given. If you are not registered yet, you can get it registered. So user registration here where I'm giving this mouse indication, so you can get it registered. So similarly, online services regarding the details of processing fees, what is the fee which is required to get a license or to get your copyright registered, all these are here explained. After that, then status of, if you have filed the application, from here you can see the status of your application, because once you file the application you will be given a diary number. So in future, if you want to see whether your application is processed or not, you can enter the diary number here, you will get a status of that. Similarly, then how many applications are received application data is given here. In which month, who has received how many applications, this is the data which is given here. So similarly, application for hearing, work awaited for application, details of the processing fees, checklist of the documents which are required to file with the copyright application, they are given. Similarly, the most important here is frequently asked question. So this is very important for all of you. This will give you the brief explanation of all the things which you want to study in your class. For example, if you want to know what is the meaning of the copyright, we will simply click on it. This will give an answer. These are the short answers also. I will suggest to all of you to download all these and copy it for your study purpose. So what is copyright? This is explained. Then if you want to know what is the scope of the protection in copyright, this is simple. They have written that Copyright Act 1957 protects original literary, dramatic, musical and artistic works and cinematographic films and sound recordings from unauthorized users. Unlike the case with patents, copyright protects the expression and not the idea. Here again, it has been emphasized. It is the expression of ideas which is protected, not the idea. So there is no copyright for the ideas, procedures, methods of operation, or mathematical concepts as such. So this has been very beautifully, in very short and crisp manner, it has been explained. Similarly, does copyright apply to all the titles and names? This has been explained. Copyright does not ordinarily protect titles by themselves or name, but the short word combinations, slogans, short phrases, method, plots, or factual information. Copyright does not protect ideas or concepts. To get the protection of copyright, it must be original. So all these things are various questions, various frequently asked questions, which will cover your whole discussion. Whatever discussion we have taken, they are all covered in these frequently asked questions. So I will suggest you to click on every question, get a copy of it and place on your Word file, and after that you start reading it. Okay, so these are the information which are given on the website. That's why I said that you must all go through the website of this copyright. So very elaborative website is given. Similarly, document upload manual, detailed manual, you can see upload literary, dramatic, or your work you can upload here. So various notices, time to time, various rules changes are there. They are explained here. Similarly, on this website, this icon is very important. Intellectual Property India. If you click on it, this is another website. Intellectual Property India. Here, details regarding, because this was just for copyright. Here you can find the information regarding patents. Here you can find the information regarding designs, then trademarks, then geographical indications. So all these are available on this website also, which is ipindia.nic.in. So it is very useful for all of you to go on these websites also. Time to time we'll be covering, when we will be discussing the patent, we will go on patents website about the patent, then administration of the patent, then publication of the patent, cause list, e-citizen services matters, all these things are. And similarly about if you want to know more about the frequently asked question about the patent, you can go here. Similarly, in the design section, in the trademark or in geographical indications, which will be covering our whole syllabus also. So it may not be necessary for you to get a book or read from the book. These are the self-explanatory certain website which give you the various kind of information regarding the copyright and patents, trademarks. So you must note down all these websites. So this frequently asked questions are going to give you many benefits. So many kind of information. Similarly, if you want to study about intellectual properties at the international level, then this has a website, World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO. This is a WIPO website. When it opens, I will more explain to you. World Intellectual Property Organization. So what is going on at the world level, what kind of services they are offering. If you go on this, they will be explaining the international patent system, the international trademark system, international design system, international system of geographical indications, so international microorganism deposit system. So these are the things which are. Then what is the policy of WIPO at the international level? Decision making and negotiating bodies, all bodies have been given, and along with their various kind of website has been explained. So resources, how they get the resources, development cooperation, public-private partnership, global cooperation. Then the resources they have explained, IP databases, artificial intelligence tools. So these are the things which are given into the WIPO website. So you can go there also. And similarly, what is the role of the department for promotion of industry and trade? Their links have also been given. So I think when you have to study, because I always used to say that the online class is more useful than the offline class, because now we are connected with the technology. At a time, we have opened so many websites. We open one website, discuss their aspects also, and after that we discuss each and everything. So it is advisable to you that I will give you one assignment also. What is the e-filing process? Roll number wise I will be giving you the assignment. So ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਨੂੰ ਪੂਰੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਖੰਗਾਲਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ, and how the things moves in the copyright. So all these things will be very useful, and practically it will be training also, which may not be possible in the offline class, because at that time every student is not connected with the technology. Now all of you are sitting in your home along with the computer and along with your this desktop or mobile phone. All of you are now connected with the technology. Now if I ask you open this, immediately you will open this. So I think in future also we will be continuing this kind of these kind of things, so that we can get benefited of it. So when I say that you must use the data which is given in particular website, you must use it and immediately try to learn from it. So these are the frequently asked questions which are given on copyright website, which is copyright.gov.in. These are very important, and from your examination, these are the words which are from the horse's mouth. These are the words which are authentic. If you find some material in other forms at internet, that may not be authentic, but this is an authentic work which is proved by the government of India and by the official bodies. So for example, if I ask, is it necessary to register a work to claim copyright? No, acquisition of copyright is automatic. So when I say that it is automatic, it means there's no need to get registered, and it does not require any formality. Copyright comes into existence as soon as a work is created, and no formality is required to be completed for acquiring copyright. However, if you get it registered, certificate of registration of copyright and the entities made therein serve a prima facie evidence in the court of law, which reference to dispute of relating to ownership of the copyright. So if you get it registered, it will boost your morale and give you a authentic proof that this work relates to you. But even if it is not registered, even then you can claim your copyright automatically. So very beautifully this question has been answered. Next is where I can file the application of registration of my work, and this is very beautifully explained. So copyright office has been set up to registration facility to all type of work, and it's headed by a registrar of the copyrights and is located at plot number 2. Bauddhik Sampada Bhavan I discussed yesterday also. So beautifully it has explained. Applications are accepted by post also, online also. Both facilities are available to file the application at the same time and place chosen. Then what is the procedure of registration we discussed yesterday? This is the procedure which we discussed yesterday. All these points A to E are here explained. So first of all, in form 14 is there, you have to fill it. Separate application for all these kind of work. So whatever we discuss, this is an authentic proof of it. And this procedure is authentic. Then what is the fee for registration? Just open it, it will tell you. Because the fee are different. There for fee detail, this icon is given. So you can open this and you will find it. These are the fee for various kinds of works which are given under this. So in this way, we can move in the right direction on various kinds of questions. You will get your answer. Okay, so these are the frequently asked questions on various issues. You can move whether unpublished works are registered. This is a very important question. Yes, published and unpublished works can be registered. Copyright in works published before 1st January 1958, before the Copyright Act 1957 comes into existence, can be registered provided the works enjoy the copyright. So 2 copies of this is the procedure which they have explained. If you want to get it registered, how can you get it? Next is how whether computer software or program can be registered as a literary works. So as per section 2 of the copyright, literary works, because the definition of literary work was again amended, which includes computer programs, tables, compilation, including computer databases, source code and object code, and also been supplied along with. So yes, even computer software or programs, they are covered under the Copyright Act 1957. Next, very important question: how long I have to wait to get my work to get registered by the copyright? This has been beautifully explained. So after you file an application and receive diary number, you have to wait for a mandatory period of 30 days so that the objection is filed with the copyright against your claim. In case objection is filed, the registrar will give you opportunity. It will give you opportunity to explain to both the parties, may decide. So in this way, if no objection is filed, then application is examined by the examiner. If any discrepancy is found, the application is given 45 days to explain and remove the same. So therefore, it may take around 2 to 3 months to time for registration of any work in the normal course. So this has all these questions are explained in a very right manner. So I will advise you to study all these questions. These are very, very important, frequently asked questions which are in the minds of the people about the copyright. If you get the answer, these are the authentic answers. No other book can give you with more authenticity as this website can give you. So I hope you will enjoy this website when you try to study all these things in detail. So here I stop sharing this website. So this is very, very useful content which is available on the Copyright Act regarding on this website. So it is advisable to you, to all of you, to go on this website. इस वेबसाइट में जरा देखो चंगी तरह ध्यान नाल स्टडी करने की कोशिश करो. You will find so many things. You will not find all these things in any book, because this is an authentic website, and in this website you will find Copyright Act 1957 in full details. So that may not be available. So because now everything is online, we must become paperless. Try to study online. You will enjoy also, because this will be an activity which will boost your morale to study also. So I hope you will get benefit of it. So I end my discussion from here. So if you have any question, you may ask. Or if you want to say, because I said to you, you just listen the lecture again and again and find out what do you want to say. Or if you have some more inputs, you can come out with your more inputs in the next lecture also, when you will study this website. Many questions will come into your mind. Note down. If I have not shared something, you may share it here, because it's a sharing platform. When I say interactive, that doesn't mean only from my side. It should be from the both sides. Ask your fellow students to attend the classes properly. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for them to keep up, because it will be wastage of 1 year for them. Because now we cannot come to the colleges and this whole semester or even the next semester may continue with this. So get the benefit of it out of it in a खुशी lesson.
सर
जी.
सर लाइक जैसे आप वीडियो सेंड कर देते हैं यूट्यूब वाले, तो बाकी टीचर्स को भी अलाउ है कि वीडियो सेंड कर दे लेक्चर
It
की?
is their right. It is their right.
सर आप
Stop
टीचर्स को
you. They can stop you to record even your activity.
यस
Without
सर
the permission of your teacher, you cannot record it. It is their right. If they allow you, then they can. You have to file an affidavit with the college that you will not record the videos of your teachers. But as far as my opinion is concerned, I am open. Whatever I am sharing you, I'm sharing you with my content and with the credit to all the people who has given this content. So I don't have any fear. So I allow my students to record even. You can share my video anywhere, no problem in it. But it is the moral right of any teacher. We cannot force them to share the video.
सर आप एक बार टीचर्स, क्योंकि हमने कल बात की थी मैम से, तो
This is up to you to request. I can't say to them. I
ओके
can't
सर,
order even as a head of the department. Or
बस सर आप आपकी परमिशन है,
I cannot force any teacher to send you. It is their,
आपकी सर परमिशन चाहिए थी बस.
it is their right to, if you
ठीक है
want
सर.
to share it, many will share it. If you request them, many will share it. So no issue in it. But if somebody says ki, no, I'm not going to share it, we can. But as far as my is concerned, so daily I will be sending you, because it takes time. When you finish your lecture, after that it takes 1 hour to convert this video into MP3 or MP4. After that, when it is ready, when I come back, I will upload it on YouTube channel. Okay. So
Yes,
as
sir.
far as my concern is there, I am very open. I have even posed to the university, you should allow the students to record the lectures of the teacher. But there are certain technical issues also. So because of that, we cannot force anybody, because the law also gives them right that if their copyright is, how can you record the song of a person who has sing from his own mouth and then share it on other. I can share my video on any Facebook or YouTube channel, but you cannot share my video on any. But if I have shared, you can pass it on, no issue, because it becomes a public document. If my video is on YouTube, you can share the link with anybody, but you cannot download it. You can download it, but for your own purpose. But after downloading, you cannot place it somewhere else without my permission. But as far as my concern is there, if you are sending as it is, I will not having any objection to it. You are open. Whatever my content is, it is your property now. So you can use it. Okay, even you can use it for sharing with your own students in the future as a reference. No issue. No issue. I will not file any complaint against you.
Thank you, sir.
Anything else?
No, sir.
Because all these things are related to copyright. That's why I'm sharing with you. क्योंकि एक practical example बन गया ना कि कोई
Yes, sir.
कंटेंट ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ, ਹੁਣ ਉਹਦਾ ਕਾਪੀਰਾਈਟ ਹੈ. ਉਹਨੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਆਈਡੀਆ ਐਕਸਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਕੀਤਾ. When they express their idea in the material form, so it becomes their copyright. We cannot force them कि सर जी ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰੋ. ठीक है ना?
Yes, sir.
So it is their choice. Yes.
Sir?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any else? Anybody else?
Sir?
Yes.
सर जैसे अभी यूट्यूब में होता है, कई यूजर्स होते हैं फिल्म की क्लिप या फिर पूरी फिल्म और वीडियोस मूवी सॉन्ग्स के उनको अपलोड कर देते हैं और उनके काफी ज्यादा सब्सक्राइबर्स भी होते हैं, तो वहां पर कॉपीराइट वायलेशन होता है?
ਤੁਸੀਂ I will suggest to all of you, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੈਠੇ, I will suggest to all of you, form your YouTube channel. ਬਣਾਓ ਇੱਕ practical experience ਦੇ। All of you form a YouTube channel. कुछ नहीं लगता, if you have Gmail ID, if you have Gmail ID, you can form your YouTube channel. Register करना, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ YouTube channel बन जाए. Then prepare small videos. And in some videos, you use the content of songs or some film clips. You may use it and upload it. YouTube will give you a message. They will upload it, no problem. after 2 or 3 hours they will give you a message कि in your video content there are certain copyright issue. And there are two kinds of copyright issue. On that day I also said it. If you, they will say that you cannot commercialize it. Whatever video you have uploaded, ਇਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਕਮਾਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਦਿਆਂਗੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਪੀਰਾਈਟ ਇਸ਼ੂ ਹੈਗਾ। ਐਂਡ ਦੇ ਵਿਲ ਐਕਸਪਲੇਨ ਯੂ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਕਾਪੀਰਾਈਟ ਇਸ਼ੂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਕਿਹਦਾ Song ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ, ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉਸ Song ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਡਿਟੇਲਡ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗੀ, ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਵਿੱਚ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਦੇਣਗੇ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਇਸ ਸਾਲ 'ਚ ਬਣਿਆ ਸੀ, ਇਹ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸੀ, ਇਹ ਦਾ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਕੰਪੋਜ਼ਰ ਸੀ, ਇਹ ਸੀ, ਸੋ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਾਪੀਰਾਈਟ। ਬਟ ਨਾਓ ਦੇ ਵਿਲ ਆਲਸੋ ਗਿਵ ਯੂ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਮਰਸ਼ੀਅਲਾਈਜੇਸ਼ਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਇਤਰਾਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ, ਦਿਸ ਵਿਲ ਨਾਟ ਬਿਕਮ ਏ ਕਾਪੀਰਾਈਟ ਇਸ਼ੂ। ਬਟ ਇਫ ਯੂ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬਰ 1000 2000 3000 ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਔਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਉਸ ਚੈਨਲ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਐਡਵਰਟਾਈਜ਼ਮੈਂਟ ਵੀ ਆਉਣੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, then the benefit on fruits of that advertisement will also be shared with them ਜਿੰਨਾ ਪਰਸਨ ਦਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਕਾਪੀਰਾਈਟ। ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਸੋ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਫਿਲਮਸ ਦੇ ਸੀਨਸ ਕੰਪੋਨੈਂਟ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋ ਇੱਕ ਫਿਲਮ ਨੂੰ ਵੇਰੀਅਸ ਪੀਸਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਕਰਕੇ ਵੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਸੋ ਉਹ ਦੇ ਆਰ ਗੈਟਿੰਗ ਮਨੀ ਫਰਮ ਦ YouTube, पैसे लेते
लाइक हम सॉफ्टवेयर यूज करने के जो टेक्निक है लाइक जूम ऐप को कैसे ऑपरेट करना है उसकी वीडियो अपलोड कर दे तो उसका भी कॉपीराइट होगा?
नहीं ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਦੇਖੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਚੈਨਲ ਦਾ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕਾਪੀਰਾਈਟ ਇਹਦਾ ਇਹ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਕਿ ਉਸ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਇੱਕ ਕੰਟੈਂਟ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਯੂ ਕੈਨ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਿਊਸ ਇਟ, ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਐਕਸਪ੍ਰੈਸਡ ਆਈਡੀਆ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹ ਮੈਥਡ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣੇ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੈਥਡਸ ਐਂਡ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੀਜਰਸ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਦੇ ਆਰ ਨਾਟ ਕਵਰਡ ਅੰਡਰ ਕਾਪੀਰਾਈਟ, ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਟੀਰੀਅਲ ਫੈਕਟ ਥੋੜੀ ਹੈ। ਜ਼ੂਮ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਐਪਲੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਕਿਹਨੇ ਬਣਾਇਆ? ਜ਼ੂਮ ਇਨਕਾਰਪੋਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੀਜਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਡਿਫਾਈਨ ਕੀਤਾ, ਕੋਈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਐਕਸਪਲੇਨ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ, ਇਟ ਇਜ਼ ਨਾਟ देयर ਕਾਪੀਰਾਈਟ। ਹੁਣ ਕਾਪੀਰਾਈਟ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੀਜਰ ਮੈਂ ਐਕਸਪਲੇਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ, ਕੱਲ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਡਿਸਕਸ਼ਨ, ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਕੰਟੈਂਟ ਮੇਰਾ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਲਾਅ ਨੇ ਫਰੇਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਨਾ, ਸੋ ਲਾਅ ਤੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਕਾਪੀਰਾਈਟ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ। ਇਫ ਆਈ ਐਮ ਐਕਸਪਲੇਨਿੰਗ ਟੂ ਸਮਬਡੀ then that's not my copyright। हाँ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਟੀਰੀਅਲ ਫੈਕਟਸ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਐਕਸਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਕੀਤੇ with your discussion also, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਚੁੱਕਾ ਕਿ it is your copyright also, you can use it somewhere else, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਹੈ। ਅਦਰਵਾਈਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਟੀਰੀਅਲ ਫੈਕਟਸ I have explained to you, that is my copyright। ਹੁਣ ਮੇਰੀ ਇਸ ਵੀਡੀਓਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਕਮਰਸ਼ੀਅਲਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰਕੇ ਸੈਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਵੀਡੀਓਜ਼ ਅਵੇਲੇਬਲ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਐਂਡ ਯੂ got it printed in some CDs and DVDs and try to sell it कि ये डॉक्टर भल्ला ਦੇ इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी लाज ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਲੈਕਚਰ ਹੈ ਜੀ, 50 ਲੈਕਚਰ ਸਾਰਾ ਸਿਲੇਬਸ ਕਵਰਡ ਹੈ ਜੀ, 100 ਰੁਪਏ ਦੀ CD ਸੈਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। that person cannot do it, only I can do it, but I will not do it because I am just providing it, doing a social service। ठीक है जी, और ओके
सर आपने केस स्टडी बताई थी
जी जी,
उसका सर नाम आप रेफर कर सकते हो कि हम उसको फर्दर स्टडी कर सकते हैं?
बिल्कुल, क्यों नहीं कर सकते। लेट मी, oh that is case studies RG Anand versus Deluxe Films Facts, RG Anand versus Deluxe Films, लग गया पता? RG Anand versus
जी सर,
Deluxe Film, so it is 1954 ਦਾ ਕੇਸ ਹੈ, 1954 ਦਾ ਕੇਸ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ, ਗੋ ਔਨ ਸਰਚਿੰਗ, ਇਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਹੀ ਫੀਡ ਕਰਿਆ ਜੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ, ਯੂ ਵਿਲ ਫਾਈਂਡ ਇਟ। ਇਸ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਤੇ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ ਲੇਕਿਨ
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
इंटरनेट मिले। यस
सर अगर कोई सॉन्ग हम यूज कर रहे हैं किसी ड्रामा में या फिर कुछ ऐसा क्रिएट कर रहे हैं और वहां पर हम ऑडियंस से फीस भी चार्ज कर रहे हैं, तो सर उस केस में क्या होगा?
You need a permission if you are producing a film, or उस film ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ if you are using the song written by anybody else, you need a permission from that person because you are dramatizing commercially, because you have sold tickets, so you need a permission of that।
सर फिर मतलब उस सॉन्ग को जैसे लिरिसिस्ट होगा, प्रोड्यूसर, कंपोजर, इन सब से हमें
नहीं the copyright एक person को ही होएगा। if it is a film, while film is in the song, तो producer के कोल होएगा उधर, ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਾय ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। but sometimes you just give a glimpse of it, connectivity, you use a couplet of the song, and side by side you also give a reference to the film also कि this is a song of that film. कई बार किसी भी डायलॉग ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਉਸ ਫਿਲਮ ਦਾ ਗਾਣਾ में ये था, वो कपलेट ਉੱਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੋਲ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਉਹ ਕਾਪੀਰਾਈਟ ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਊਗਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉੱਥੇ ਰੈਫਰੈਂਸ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਨਾ ਕੁਝ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ, you have given credit to that person. So ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਛੋਟੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ objection ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੇਜ਼ ਕਰਦਾ. Objection is raised when you majorly exploit the rights of the. ठीक है जी?
Okay, thank you sir.
Any other thing? ਇਹ ਕੋਈ ਹੋਰ ਸੁਜੈਸ਼ਨ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਲਾਸ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਲਾਈਵ ਬਣਾਈਏ, ਐਕਟਿਵ ਬਣਾਈਏ? ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਬਣ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੇਰੀਅਸ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ, ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਿਓ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਗਾਣੇ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਨੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਵੀਡੀਓ ਕਲਿੱਪਸ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਨੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ। ਸੋ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੈਜੈਂਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਬਣਾਉਣੀ ਹੈ, ਆਈ ਵੁੱਡ ਲਾਈਕ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੈਜੈਂਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਾਉਂਗਾ। 38 ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਆ, 38 ਪ੍ਰੈਜੈਂਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਟਾਈਮ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਖੁੱਲਾ, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਨੂੰ 6 ਵਜੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਲਓ, 7 ਵਜੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਲਓ, 8 ਵਜੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਲਓ। ਯੂ ਆਰ ਸਿਟਿੰਗ ਐਟ ਯੂਰ ਹੋਮ, try to learn technology now and use your all multimedia facilities for producing your content ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ presentation ਬਣਾਉਣੀ। even I will suggest you ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਬਣਾ ਲਓ ਆਪਣੀ, ਬਾਅਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਸਟ ਇੱਥੇ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪ ਬਹਿ ਜਾਓ to replying all these. I will also prefer to that. ਸੋ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਿਓ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜ ਕੇ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਹੋਰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ। ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ? ਸੋ ਵਿਦ ਦਿਸ ਆਈ ਐਂਡ ਮਾਈ ਲੈਕਚਰ। ਸੋ day after tomorrow again we will meet at the same time unless there is a change. If there is a change I will let you know, but for the time being the same time same link ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖ ਲਿਓ, ਇਸੇ ਲਿੰਕ ਤੇ ਹੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਹਰ ਰੋਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ, ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।